Hello, my name is Linda Anousta and my company is Love Anousta. This is a little video about lip salves. Now, if you go into most commercial stores, chemists, you'll find a vast array, and if you have a look on the labels on most of the commercial lip salves, you will find maybe 3 or 4 lines of products that are in that particular lip salve. And if you look closely, because it's very small writing, you'll probably see that it says liquidium paraffinum or paraffinum liquidium, same thing, petroleum, clues in the word, and lanolin. So as I've said for over the last 20 years, lanolin is probably very cheap to buy, but 30% of the population are allergic to it. So it's not a great thing to put into a product for your lips. Liquid paraffin or liquidium paraffinum or petrolatum, well, yeah, it comes from the crude oil industry. Very cheap and not ideal in a lip salve. The reason being, they do tend to dry the lips. Now you might think, why on earth would you buy a lip salve that actually causes your lips to dry? Well, think about it. Most people who say they have dry lips will have one in the coat pocket, one in the jacket, one by the computer, one in their handbag, maybe one in the car, all over the place, but still say they've got dry lips. So if that's the case, then maybe the lip salve isn't working. The difference is they put a huge amount of ingredients that will give you a feeling of grease. So when you put it on your lips, and you can put it obviously around your nose if you've had a cold and you're sore around your nose and your mouth area, when you put that on, you get a feeling of relief because there's like a layer of grease across your lips. However, that's a very temporary feel. It doesn't actually feed the skin, it doesn't take care of the lips or the skin around the nose. So nothing's really changed, and if anything, quite often it will have got drier. The difference with the lip salves that I make are what's in them. So here we've got beeswax granules. They're beautiful. So that's beeswax granules. This is cocoa butter, big slab of that. And here we have almond oil. And that is the basis of the ingredients. I hand make them, I have done for 20 years. I hand pour them, I only make 22 at a time. And that way I can keep a very tight rein on exactly how it feels and how it's made. The difference with, for example, the lemon or the mandarin or the tea tree is that essential oil is added to these. So depending which one, the essential oil is added, and hence you have a subtle flavour on the orange, a subtle flavour on the lemon. The tea tree is actually quite strong. Tea tree is ideal for people with who love tea tree or who have cold sores. If you're someone that does have a cold sore or suffers with the herpes zoster virus, do not take a lip salve, twist it up and wipe it around all over. It's not going to work. You're going to spread the virus. What you do is you just take a little bit out, maybe with your fingernail or a sharp little, don't cut yourself, a sharp instrument, and put that directly on the cold sore and use the rest for around the lips. So don't smear the cold sore virus around the mouth. We did have a gentleman come into the shop that I had for many years, and he had a cold sore that came up every 6 weeks without fail, and he was desperate. He used this, and having had continuous cold sores, after a month he didn't have cold sores anymore. So tea tree is awesome on dealing with the herpes zoster virus, so do try it if you suffer with that. The most popular one is the unscented. The guys like this, and that is the best one to use if you really do have sore, painful or cracked lips. Currently there's a caramel lip salve. That isn't an essential oil because you can't get an essential oil of caramel. That may or may not see it to the end of 2019. That's in debate at the moment. There are plans to change this. The packaging, as you can see, is a plastic twister, so like a lipstick twister. But with a view to making things more environmentally friendly, there are plans afoot to change so that we will probably, in time, start putting lip salves in these containers. Now I know they're not quite as convenient, but this is recyclable, as is this little beauty, where we can do this And yes, you have to use your finger, but it's not the end of the world. So these can be recycled, whereas these plastic ones cannot. And I think really this has to be the way that we go, bearing in mind the mess we're making of the planet. So that's in the pipeline. And the other thing is to give people a choice, because not everybody's happy with beeswax in their lip salve. So there will be another lip salve that will be produced in 2019, which will be free of beeswax. One more thing to tell you, when you were a baby, your lips did not need lip salve. Lips are self-oiling. They have glands in them which soften the lips all the time. However, as you get older, if you have a cold and you're constantly blowing your nose and you have a sore top lip, that is a time that you might need a lip salve. In my case, I use the unscented lip salve every day because I put it on my lips and then I put a white shimmer on my lips and then I use a lipstick on top, and that brings the colour of the lipstick to be really sharp and clear, and it's a look that I like. So I hope you've found the video useful. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. More videos are coming. Why don't you let us know what other videos you would like to see and on what particular products that I make. And do take a look at the various forms of social media because we're on there as well. Thank you for your time watching it. It's appreciated. Bye.